was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence was orchestrated by adults in our city. And cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
Atlanta rapper Lil Baby has reportedly been arrested by federal authorities in connection with a serious RICO investigation. This shocking development has rocked the hip-hop community, raising major questions about what's really going on behind the scenes. Known for his chart-topping hits and powerful street anthems, Lil Baby has often referenced his past. But now it seems the past might be catching up. The charges tied to this arrest could carry long-term consequences, especially if federal prosecutors can connect him to an ongoing criminal enterprise.
Atlanta police are blaming a local rapper's music video for the deaths of 2 13-year-olds, and a $50,000 reward is being offered for more information. So far, 7 people have already been arrested.
Between the bullets, it was nothing but bullets, pop, 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 pop.
At least 25 shots fired.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was just a concert. I was waiting for Lil Baby to come buy my tacos up.
With the feds involved, this is no ordinary case. It's a high-stakes situation that could redefine his career and future. In this video, we'll break down everything that's known so far. What led to the arrest, what the charges could mean, and how this impacts not just Lil Baby, but the rap industry at large. This is one development you don't want to miss.
4 Pockets Full had to come to an end. You know what I'm saying?
When you say of course, I mean, why you say of course?
Because all shit that be going on. And I had to start learning that, like, other people's actions I could be held accountable for.
Right.
I ain't know all that at first. You know what I'm saying? I never would have went that route, but I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know, I'll be a fool to just keep the same thing going. They trying to make something out of something that it ain't.
Right.
Like, if I got any kind of control of, hey, we're gonna switch that whole thing up. It ain't even just about the police, it's just period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never was supposed to make my label something.
Though possibly unintended as a key catalyst in the unfolding conflict. On the day of the music video shoot, Lil Baby reportedly visited a local taco shop. The issue, according to authorities, is that this taco stand was located on territory controlled by rival affiliates.
I need 20 bands, call the number for me. Hey, security, the black guy, call the number for me. Locking me up for a but I got license. Security, I need 200 bands a year, I swear to God, security. Security, I need 200 bands a year. You don't make 200 bands here. Hey, lady, my check leaves at 9:10. Nah, check me good, I gotta in my nuts. Check me good. You on the camera? I gotta in my nuts, check me good. I gotta Alright, y'all let me in that car, shoot myself dead, y'all fired.
However, it's a lot deeper than this, because 8 months.
Following the Atlanta PD's announcement, a viral tweet began circulating, claiming that the district attorney is now preparing to build a case against Lil Baby. After the DA's success with the RICO charges filed against Young Thug and his YSL affiliates, she is reportedly setting her sights on Lil Baby, intending to use him as the next example for other rappers allegedly enabling street violence.
Personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in person.
Yes, we have.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, where an hydrant and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
The message being sent is clear. Rap artists who leverage their fame and financial power to elevate gangs or support street operations will no longer be overlooked. Officials claim that some rappers, after achieving mainstream success, are reinvesting their music income back into criminal activity. Whether it's narcotics, firearms, or illegal dealings, This support can shift the balance of power between rival gangs, intensifying violence across city blocks. This federal announcement also answers a long-standing question within the music industry. Why did Lil Baby quietly shut down his 4PF label?
These are going first, then these are going first. I've heard the names. And I don't know if I should say it. Again, I got nothing to do with no investigation for nothing, whatever, but these are top rappers. Well, one's a top rapper. The other one, matter of fact, I'll do the segment without saying the name. I'll just say this. I believe you know who the obvious name is. They're in Atlanta. They go by three letters. They've been popping. One of the top, I would say, 3.
However, what most fans didn't know is that the Atlanta DA had already gone on public news broadcasts months earlier, warning the public about Lil Baby's ties to street crime in the city. As DJ Academics investigated further, he uncovered more evidence that suggested the authorities had been tracking this situation for quite some time, quietly preparing for a larger legal move. The pressure from Atlanta's District Attorney Fani Willis on local rappers has become undeniable. Just 1 week after public warnings and online speculation, it was confirmed. Lil Baby was arrested on a Monday night for allegedly carrying a concealed firearm without a permit. He was booked at the Clark County Detention Center and held on a $5,000 bond. While some saw the charge as minor, insiders say this arrest was far more than routine.
We over here kicking in. We got Lil Baby shooting a video around here. We don't know how we do it at Slapping Taco. Baby, there he go. Y'all see him? He came to get him some tacos, baby. Y'all better pull up, cause you already know how we doing at Slapping Tacos, baby.
The timing and context behind the arrest suggest it may have been a strategic warning shot. For months, rumors had been building about a major case forming against Lil Baby, particularly after investigative footage surfaced online showing his 4PF label included in the same federal RICO documents used during the Young Slime Life YSL investigation. According to DJ Academics, who went live with the documents during a stream nearly 8 months ago, 4PF was listed in the same federal case file that ultimately led to Young Thug's arrest. While Lil Baby's name was not directly mentioned at the time, the inclusion of his collective indicated a federal spotlight had already been placed on the group. Some took this as confirmation that Thug was not only done with Gunna, but now aligning with others, potentially including Lil Baby, to strike back musically and legally. As the walls close in, all signs are pointing toward a major legal storm for Lil Baby and his now defunct label, 4PF. Behind the scenes, federal agencies are said to be building what could be the next sweeping RICO case in Atlanta, targeting not just individuals, but the entire infrastructure of a rap empire that may have been fueling the streets from behind the mic. What started as isolated charges, window tint violations, minor firearm arrests, now appears to be the prelude to a much larger federal investigation. Sources close to the legal system suggest that 4PF, like YSL before it, is being examined as a structured criminal organization. The allegation that Lil Baby's label wasn't just signing artists, but also moving money, weapons, and influence across gang lines in Atlanta. Federal paperwork previously leaked by media figures showed 4PF's name listed in documents tied to the same task force that brought down YSL. And while that RICO case crumbled in court, it gave law enforcement a roadmap. This time, the DA's office is being far more calculated, gathering evidence, monitoring digital activity, and watching for any mistakes from members of Lil Baby's circle. The recent arrest of several alleged 4PF affiliates has only fueled the speculation. Authorities have been tracing financial transactions tied to rental vehicles, Airbnb rentals, and even music video budgets. All of this is aimed at proving that music industry resources are being funneled into real-world criminal activity. Adding more pressure is the fact that Lil Baby voluntarily dissolved 4PF just weeks before the release of Wham, his latest album. While officially explained as a business decision to distance himself from any criminal affiliations, prosecutors see it as a preemptive move, one that indicates he knows what's coming. But the biggest red flag? Silence from inside the camp. Artists once associated with 4PF have gone quiet. Studio sessions have slowed. Public appearances have nearly stopped. Insiders suggest Lil Baby is preparing for a legal battle that could define the next decade of his life and determine the fate of Atlanta's rap hierarchy. As the investigation continues, all eyes are on the DA's office. After the mixed results of the YSL trial, Fonnie Willis is under pressure to deliver. If she does, Lil Baby could face federal charges that bring his rap career to a grinding halt. If she fails, it could shake confidence in the justice system's approach to policing rap culture altogether. As tensions escalate between Lil Baby, Gunna, and Young Thug, the broader narrative now appears to be less about music and more about calculated moves from law enforcement. What many thought were just petty online exchanges have now become evidence in a larger web of surveillance and strategy. After Young Thug's cryptic Instagram video confirmed he was home and had done it the right way out, subtle shots at Gunna continued to fly. Gunna's own brother clapped back, promising that the animosity was mutual, and Lil Baby made it clear that he was ready to stand beside Thug against anyone disloyal. But what appeared to be solidarity may actually have been the trap that the feds were waiting for. According to DJ Academics, this exact outcome had already been anticipated by federal prosecutors. Thug's conditional release, designed with restrictions preventing him from engaging in any form of public or private conflict, was a strategic move. The moment Thug breached those terms, even indirectly through social media or alliances, it would become grounds for revoking his deal and sending him back to prison with an even heavier sentence. And the prosecutors weren't just banking on Thug slipping up. They expected Lil Baby to back him. With Lil Baby now under investigation in connection with the recent passing of two individuals, his decision to jump into this war may have sealed his fate. Legal experts suggest that both artists could be scooped up simultaneously, tying together the ongoing investigations with the public drama as supplemental evidence. This is the trap. Public beefs, digital threats, and subtle disses all turned into court-admissible evidence. And now with 4PF under scrutiny, Thug out on thin legal ice, and Gunna keeping his distance, the balance of power in Atlanta's rap scene is shifting rapidly. What comes next could permanently reshape the city's hip-hop legacy. If you followed the story this far, drop your thoughts in the comments. Will Lil Baby and Young Thug survive this legal minefield, or have the feds outplayed everyone? And if you want to stay updated on every twist and turn in this case, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more.